Greetings, I am Pillar Next Substantial Gladiator today with card sleeve and chat. I want to do something that wouldn't be too much trouble on me today. Um, so for the past few days, I want to say since Tuesday, I'm dealing with a little bit of illness. What I call the 72 hours of hell that I seem to go through every freaking year at the most random time. And I've had to go to work in spite of that sickness because I don't really have an option to not go. Yeah, I don't know how audible it is, but my nose is still a little bit stuffed up, but at least it's better than it was um yesterday. Yeah. Good old Game Genic. They seem to have the most sleeves I've needed so far, but I've had to go through like others for like really esoteric size sleeves. Yeah. Yeah, it's just been a lot of rest, a lot of laying in bed, listening to podcasts, and just trying to sleep when I could. But it's dealing with all the usual problems of being sick. It's like today I feel like I finally got my strength back, which I needed to get my strength back and go take care of business later, mainly tomorrow. Uh, Yeah, it seems to be like the recurring um, card size from a lot of games based out in Europe, that area, is this size. I want to set aside the learning game cards for later. Yeah, like I said, I had to go to work while sick, so I had to kind of adjust by having a roll of toilet paper with me in a bag to throw the used tissues in. Yeah. And also having extra bottles of water with me to stay hydrated, because holy crap. Well, that's not one. I ended up having to leave work early on Wednesday and Thursday. And it's made up the missing hours on today. So I'm already starting to feel a little bit better anyway, but having to push through the remnant issues I've been dealing with to get stuff done. It's it's been a struggle. So the next week I have more work. Uh, I don't know if, if it's this time of year or if it's a situation that's going on that things are just busier than they've ever really been before around this time. I will take whatever reassurance that I can have that the store will continue to operate at this point in time. I don't want to ever have to be in the position I was at Kmart. I was like worrying, you know, that worrying when we were gonna close because everything else was just closing. And then just when I thought we were out of the woods, we got closed as well. Yeah, I'm choosing to do this as a recording instead of a stream because I don't want to take any chances with a camera right now. And also, I may have moments where I just kind of go quiet for a bit. I'm glad I picked up Galaxy Trucker again. There's an expansion that the game store has. I'm going to go pick up as part of the things I need to do tomorrow. The big thing I need to do tomorrow is go to the mall, to the shoe store, and get replacement shoes for me. My current pair lasted all of 8 months. It's technically I could still wear them, but they're coming apart at between the sole and the side, so it's probably for the better to start um, getting some new ones. My my shoe size, for the curious, is U.S. men's 15 wide. They're big shoes. It's part of why I can't really go to like Walmart or any other place. It's like I have to go to a dedicated shoe store because those other ones stop at like 13. Much to my annoyance. But yeah, I'll drop by the mall, check out the shoe store. Also want to check out Spirit Halloween because holy crap, Spirit Halloween is back, and I like looking through the costume dresses and other accessories for anything I might want to apply to anything that I still have costume wise. Yeah, this is fun to go into Spirit Halloween and look around. It's a nice time. I don't really get into horror stuff that much, but there's a little bit that I'm always curious about. I know like one movie that is, group of people getting killed off one by one and all that, that I actually do like is Cube. I don't know what it is about the cold and mechanical confusion of Cube that appeals to me, but I I am fond of that movie. Not really as fond of the sequels. Well, the sequel and the prequel, as it were. Uh, I'm trying to understand the appeal of some of the more ultra violent shit that people get into with regard to horror movies and all that. It's like I saw the first Saw movie and I thought that was brilliant, and then I heard there was going to be a sequel, and I realized, no, no, please don't let this happen too. Uh, I've never gone out of my way to completely watch any of the sequels. I've caught bits and pieces on TVs that people have been watching them on, but I've never actually watched. Um, I do have this bad habit of looking things up on TV tropes, though, because I just have a tendency to spoil myself that way. That way I can kind of use my imagination without having to actually see it. Uh, what else is going on? Oh yeah, we had the free week of the board game league on Tuesday. After I uploaded the Dawn of War Dark Crusade video, I'm wondering if anyone picked up that my nose was already kind of feeling sounding stuffed up by then, because it's entirely possible that it might have come through. I was dealing with a stuffy nose then. But we played Bang. You're either the sheriff, in which case you're publicly known as the sheriff, or you are secretly somebody else. The deputy, the outlaws, or the renegade. If the sheriff dies, the outlaws win. If the outlaws and the renegade die, the sheriff wins. The renegade has to live long enough to make sure that the outlaws die before the sheriff, but then the sheriff dies immediately after. And there's potential for the deputy to secretly help, you know, the sheriff and all that. It's a crazy ass party game of sorts. There's the learning game cards. Abandoned ship, combat zone, meteor swarm, planets, open space, abandoned station, stardust, spoilers. Get a little bit of everything in the learning game. But there are also viable cards for actually playing in the regular challenges. Cool. Alright. So I've got these leftover sleeves, and you know what they're going to? When I go to sleeve the expansion for this game, yeah, I should be feeling a lot better going into Tuesday of this coming week to start the next board game league. Alright. Well, that's it for Sleeping Galaxy Trucker. However, there's one other thing I gotta take care of for sleeving the cards. Back in one sec. Civilization the board game. Right now I only have the sleeves to sleeve the combat cards, but that's totally fine because we needed to make progress on this anyway. That was Swap out some of these. I almost want to use this for Galaxy Trucker instead of freaking Civ. Jeez. And then I still need to get card sleeves for the little cards. Yeah. What else is going on? Talked about work and this. Um, oh yeah, my mom's been on vacation this week, so I've had to basically try to hold down the fort here and all that. My sister's here and trying to help. Sorry if I'm muting. I'm trying to cover up the coughing. My mom's coming back very soon, and thank goodness, because walking to work was a nightmare. Well, walking to work while sick was a pain. Walking to work today is a very surreal experience. It was this person that's just running through the streets, yelling random things. Yeah, these are the combat bonus cards. Potential plus 48 if needed. Let's look at the way everything is situated over here. That's right, because I turned each type of combat card a different direction, so I keep them separated. Yeah, there's just been there are like a number of people that are they'll just be um they'll just be walking through the streets and they'll just be saying stuff at like random or whatever. This has me curious. But yeah, I want to have a safe ride to work going forward because I really don't want to experience that again. I might have to look into actually getting a bicycle and afford it. Looking at my potential uh, paychecks between what I got today, what I'm getting next week, and what I'm getting the week after that, um, I might be in a position to get a bicycle again. But I'm not looking forward to dealing with all the stickers that get stuck in the tire and mean I'm basically stuck with a aluminum albatross around my neck, almost literally. I'm not looking forward to getting off of work with my legs already tired and having to continue to push those tired legs by way of propelling the bicycle forward. They'll have to get a new chain and a new lock. That chain is not light. I get this heavy duty chain to make absolutely sure that bike gets secured. I still think back on the one time I was at the university here around the end of the first semester, that the only year I got to be there. Some jackass stole the freaking bike seat and claimed that I had stolen their bike. When I know for a goddamn fact I was there with my mom when she bought it for me. So I had to get my bike home without a bike seat, which was it was a pain in the butt for sure. But still not as crazy as the time I had my bike stolen right up from under me by a guy with a gun. It's like holy shit. To this day I never got to see that bike again. Even reporting it to police and everything else, it's like yeah, there's not a whole lot can be done. Person probably sold it for drug money or whatever. This town has a lot of issues with regard to drugs. I don't want to get involved with it. I don't want to throw my mind and body down the tubes over some temporary feel good substance. I want to believe that I have a better evaluation of myself than to resort to that. As as a quote goes, happy self-confident men do not seek to get stoned. And you know what? She's right about that. But even if you're not feeling happy or self-confident, maybe you take the time to reconsider doing something, else instead of those substances. Because, damn, I've I've seen what it's done to extended family and friends of family members regarding um, whether or not my dad was involved with that stuff. My one other relatives cannot confirm or deny, but that was basically all the answer I needed. Uh, it's just not a good thing to be wrapped up in that stuff. I remember a summer where I got to go to something called Defy. It's a summer camp. It's basically there, but as a summer camp thing. Defy stands for Drug Education for Youth. I want to say it was after fifth grade or after sixth grade. I want to say after sixth grade would actually make a lot more sense. But that was back when I lived up in Washington State in the 90s. I know, I know a lot of the anti-drug stuff in that era was maybe kind of cheesy and stuff, but I can't really blame them for trying, you know, because looking at the kind of damage that stuff can do, to families, to neighborhoods, and all that, you know, maybe taking a stand against it's not a bad idea. But that is the big question: is what is it that drives people to get involved in that stuff? You know, nothing's gonna get solved unless the actual situation is dealt with properly. All right. That's it for saving cards for now. Um, upcoming content. Okay, this is where I'm gonna make it. This is there. Here it is. MechWarrior Monday is now going to be MechWarrior Sunday. I will be getting up as early as I can manage on Sunday and playing MechWarrior 5 for as long as I can, probably until Mom makes breakfast because she likes to make breakfast on Sundays. And that's basically going to be the one consistent streaming element that I'll have. Everything else is going to be up in the air. I have no clue what's going to happen, work-wise, personal life, whatever. I will try to create content where I can, to the best of my ability, as long as I'm in good health. Hell, even in moderate health, I can still do decently enough. uh, I still owe a YouTube short for Galaxy Trucker, so expect that. Um, I could do that tonight, tonight or tomorrow, before August is over. YouTube short, Galaxy Trucker. I think I'm going to try to put as much focus as I possibly can on getting personal projects outside of YouTube done. I have a stitching project I've not really touched because I'm in the process of rearranging my room, and there's a lot of just this random crap building up in my room because I don't have a dedicated spot for it yet. I did put my CD collection over on the table with all my collection stuff. You know, various anime figures and VTuber plushies, and my high school diploma for some reason. I usually have that one in a box because I don't really bother. Yeah, I just need to. Well, I've got my strength back after being sick, so I don't really have any more excuses to take care of my shit. Get it done. Okay, that's it. We're done for today. Thank you for watching the video. I will be getting back to streaming on Sunday, and I just want to maybe pace things out a little bit better. Instead of trying to do one thing a day. It might be MechWarrior Sunday, and then a game on Tuesday, a game on Thursday, or a game on Wednesday, a game on Friday. So I almost need Monday and Tuesday together. That's kind of the way things go. But I'm still working it out, so we'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I'll see you next time.